Hello and welcome to the very first and very special Pod 3 cast, E3 edition.
Yeah,
If you're gonna start, you might as well start with E3. It is just me, Chris, and I'm joined with Craig today.
Hello.
Unfortunately, we don't have Dan or Matt today, which is a shame.
Work.
Exactly, they have jobs to do at the moment. We specifically wanted this time off to celebrate E3 properly. Because unlike most podcasts that did it right and released a podcast about E3 before E3, we're doing this on E3 day. So happy E3, Craig.
Happy E3.
I'm very excited. It's about coming up to 1 o'clock in England, so it's about 8 o'clock, coming up to 8 maybe Eastern time. I'm not very good at this, but yeah, hopefully. Someone might discover this podcast on E3 day. We'll see.
They should do.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
Not only lacking from this podcast, Dan and Matt, we don't have intro music yet, which is something we'll have to...
I'll try and sort that out.
We won't have to do that today, but we should definitely find some amazing intro music to have fun with. Because what's the podcast without intro music, really? So, yeah, it is missing. Craig, how are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you very much.
You excited?
I'm so excited for today and tomorrow and the day after
and
the day after.
Excellent.
How about you?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Most of the time E3 is that thing that you end up doing alone because you never know about the times really. We've had some unlucky times recently, 2 o'clock in the morning. And, back in the day, Nintendo as well used to be about 8 in the morning, maybe earlier, which was always tough to get up for. But everything this year in England has worked out really well, except the Sony conference, which is 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
watch that anyway.
Exactly. We'll plod along and do the right thing.
Yeah, we're going off drinks.
Yes.
And we're having a barbecue.
We are having a barbecue. Apparently it's predicted rain all day, but hopefully the barbecue should work out just fine. It's not raining yet, so...
Yeah. God bless England.
Yeah, you might have to do a mad dash and retrieve the barbecue if it starts raining during the podcast, so we'll see. Before we're going to talk about E3 and all the excitement and all the hype, you've been playing a couple of games.
Yep.
Yes, because you have the PlayStation 4.
Yes, I do.
Okay, and we're just going to talk about Sportsfriends and Knack.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you take us through Sportsfriends? Tell me about
Sportsfriends is one of my favourite games on PlayStation. It's got 4 games in it. You got Barry Ball, which is kind of you can do 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 kind of Smash Bros style battle, but involving a ball. You got to kind of dunk it into the water and score a goal.
Okay.
That's one of my favourite games. Pretty good.
I think the Barry Ball one looks like a real game. It could become something.
And it's very competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
And what else you got? You got Pole Riders. Oh. That is by far my favourite game because I'm really good at it, and Chris isn't. No. And that's a game with pole physics. Never seen that before.
No, exactly. There's always a timer.
But yeah, that's good. You got Hokra, where you are a square or a couple of squares, depending on how many people are playing. And you just gotta get this little other tiny square into the zone and rack up the points to win. And then the final game is called Johann Sebastian Joust.
And that's probably the highlight game.
That is the gem.
Which is no disrespect to any of the other 3 games. It's just Johann Sebastian Joust is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, in one word, amazing.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
I don't even want to spoil it for anyone. You just got to go buy that game and get it if you got a PS3 with a Move controller or a few Move controllers, or if you got a PS4 and a couple of controllers.
How much did you pay for Sportsfriends?
I think it was about £11-12.
Is it worth it?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to agree. Actually, I think it's incredible.
Yeah.
So
such a good game.
The only problem is it is all local multiplayer though, not online.
Yeah.
So it is all about having the time and the friends to come round to do this stuff with. And 4 controllers helps as well because whilst you can play, what's the ice hockey field? game.
What?
The 4-player one.
Oh, what, Hokra?
Hokra, yeah.
Yeah, that's meant to be for 4 players, but you can try and do it 2 players and just control both
Yes.
of your squares, but it gets quite awkward
And to an
and
extent
confusing.
it works, right?
It does. Like if you get the method down,
yes. Yeah.
yeah, it's easier. But
Yeah.
when we first played it, we could only control 1 square because it was got so awkward to control more than
Yeah.
one.
For me, it feels like the weakest game of the 4, but I just know that if you have 4 controllers, that could be incredible.
Yeah.
Just so much fun. And that's what's missing in my life right now. 2 more controllers, I think. So.
It's just the controllers cost so much.
Yeah, hopefully all that stuff will go down in price.
£60 on a controller.
Yes.
I have to pay.
Yeah. Also, all 4 games, I think I'm right in saying, use great lighting on the controllers themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
It looks so nice.
Like,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the effort that Sportsfriends put in.
Yeah, such a pretty game.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be surprised if they release a sequel.
They have to.
You can see a ton of small independent game developers just releasing their little one-off mini game on like Sportsfriends 2.
Yeah.
I can definitely see Sportsfriends 2 coming
Like,
out.
if it has more game modes, then that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't mind paying 20, even 30 quid for it. Like,
yeah.
depending on how many games are in
Yeah,
it
if you
and
could
the
guarantee me
quality.
like 10 or 12 games. Because
Yeah.
4 is great, but you run out really quick.
Yeah.
So...
Especially at the start, because you like experiment with all of them.
Yeah, you want to jump to the next one, the next one, next one.
Yeah.
And to kind of stop at 4 is not disappointing, that's too harsh to Sportsfriends.
Yeah.
Because I really do like that game, and it makes me think we should do a game of the month thing one day.
Yeah.
Just
be
because I want to give Sportsfriends game of the month.
Every month.
Yeah, especially because, am I right in saying it's come out the same month as Watch Dogs? Or did it come out just before?
I think it came out a little bit. Well, it came out before Watch Dogs. I don't know. It could have come out at the start of the month, or it might have been.
So it could dethrone
the
Watch Dogs.
end of the month before.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's much better than Watch Dogs.
It is.
Any day.
Don't buy Watch Dogs, buy Sportsfriends.
Yeah, and it's cheaper.
It is
cheaper.
More fun. Yes, you're gonna have way more fun.
Yeah.
Less hacking.
Yeah.
More
more whacking.
Right. Yeah, that's good. Okay, and you also have been playing a lot of Mark Cerny's Knack.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's got a lot of bad rep, that game. I think a lot of people didn't like it, but it's quite fun.
So what do you honestly
It's
think?
It's not mind blowing, but yeah.
Is it a PlayStation 4 game?
No.
No.
I'd say PlayStation 3 game.
Yeah.
But it's still quite nice. I like the Pixar kind of animations and stuff.
Yeah.
It's quite good.
From what I've seen, I've been amazed by the cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've only been playing on hard mode, as you know,
Sure.
which we describe it as Dark Souls for kids.
Yeah, there's kind of
It is so hard.
compulsive thing about Knack on hard mode that I really enjoy.
It's like one hit and you're dead, or sometimes 2 or 3, depending on how big you are.
Yes.
But it's very hard.
This reminds me of when I finished Gun on insane mode, and I really enjoyed playing Gun because of the insane difficulty, and it made the game completely different but enjoyable because you could beat it. Have you beaten it yet? Have you beaten
No,
it?
the only reason I did it on hard mode to start with is just because it will last longer, and that's it. Because I was going to get Wolfenstein.
But you went with Knack.
I went with Knack.
Okay.
Because I just thought I'd get it just to big up Mark Cerny.
Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Nice
so,
guy.
Yeah, do him a favour.
Yeah.
I was really... The one thing from the stuff that I've seen of Knack, though, I've got to say, there was one thing that did disappoint me a little bit, and that was after seeing Mark Cerny come out with the PS4, and he showed, like, all the kind of tech demos, the 1 million boxes falling on a city or whatever it was, and all that stuff. I really couldn't believe the frame rate crashes if you're Big Knack.
Yeah,
and
it does.
And he dies. And okay, it looks fantastic because every single particle of him animates and reacts to the environment. But man, the frame rate just drops
I know,
to like
it really
2 frames a second. It's brutal.
And especially with 2 players, it really drops.
Yeah.
Especially when you're both growing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm worried that this PS4 powerhouse might not be as powerful as I once thought it was going to be. We were conned with the rubber ducks of PS3, and now I'm feeling the same way about PS4. So, but no, I think it seems like a nice game.
Yeah, it's a nice kids game.
Yeah.
It's not. People don't really make that many kids games now. He's really got Lego.
It's a fair point as well. Skylanders and Lego.
Skylanders, Lego.
Yeah.
That's probably about it.
I guess Knack is less about toy marketing as well, which is kind of commendable. So.
I think they were trying to make him a more iconic character, but
he's not very iconic.
Yeah, it's kind of failed.
Yeah. And his voice, what do you think of his voice? Because there are people out there that say it doesn't fit.
Yeah, it doesn't fit, but it gives him... He seems a bit of a badass. So,
yeah.
But not when he's little.
Okay.
When he's got like the big manly voice, when he's like in his biggest stage, he sounds pretty cool.
Sounds well up.
Quite intimidating.
Yeah.
Towards the goblins.
The scary, scary goblin.
Yeah.
It is, I think that's what I do like about it. It is very kid friendly. And there's nothing like innuendo about it. It's just it's not for adults at all. And I think maybe that's where a lot of people didn't like it, because it's just so friendly, I guess.
Yeah, and that's because like that was like a launch title, so people were buying it, and there was only like Killzone, Shadowfall, and Knack. So
you're right.
You'd finish Killzone because you'd get that first. Anyway.
Absolutely. If you have to
and
buy Killzone or Knack,
you're gonna buy
Killzone. Yeah.
But yeah, then I'm guessing people are, oh well, there's no like AAA launch titles coming out, so just get Knack, and they weren't happy with it.
Yeah.
But some people have been happy with it. Like families.
Sure. Yeah. I need to know more children that I can ask.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Knack? Yeah, and see what they say.
Yeah.
But I think it seems pleasant enough. And like you say about an iconic character, did you hear that they're trying to get him into PlayStation All-Stars on the PS3?
Oh.
So he will be a playable character.
Great.
Yeah. If not, he's already a playable character on PlayStation All-Stars, so you can join the roster. So many iconic characters that we all know and love, including Cole.
Hey, Knack.
From Infamous.
Oh yeah, Cole.
Like, 2 Coles, in fact.
I don't mind Cole, but he's not iconic.
No.
I didn't connect with him.
Boy, there were some bad character choices in that game.
Yeah.
Terrible character choices. It's a shame that game didn't come out 10, 20 years before, because
that would be like awesome.
Yes. PlayStation 1 All-Star Battle Royale would have been beautiful. But enough about All-Stars. We'll talk about the real All-Stars, the stars of E3.
Yeah.
Which are the games. I don't care what you say.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. Not the developers. No.
Okay.
So, what have I got? E3 rumours. You're always on the internet.
Always looking at E3.
Building up hype for E3. Yeah. Do you have any juicy gossip? Anything that we can discuss that could be true?
Well, the rumour that I was most hoping for got shut down.
And what was that?
Which was the trademark that Sony filed for Killstrain. And I speculated that the Killstrain trademark would be related to Syphon Filter, like quite a lot of other people did, because you had Syphon Filter 3, which was called the Omega Strain, so Killstrain, Omega Strain. Sounds like a Syphon Filter game.
Yeah, because Syphon Filter was a chemical... I can't even remember. What was Syphon Filter? It was a...
Gabe Logan.
No, I mean the actual... Because they were always tracking down the Syphon Filter thing, right? And it was a virus or something. Yeah. I never really understood it as a kid.
Yeah.
Chemical warfare, maybe?
Yeah.
So the image...
you had the mission where you went to the subway.
Yes.
And then there was all like the chemically bomb kind of things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, what a good game.
Such a good game. Best running physics.
And best rolling physics as well. No one knocks
animation.
That. Yeah. You didn't need...
Rolling.
Yeah. Who cares about The Last of Us and Beyond Two Souls when you had
a PS1 game that had the best running animation ever.
He rolled like you would honestly roll in combat.
Yeah.
You know, there's no cheating behind that roll.
But yeah, that got shut down.
So it's definitely unconfirmed. So it's definitely confirmed.
But I've still got a little glimmer of hope, because it's E3 and people lie. They say, no, we're not doing this.
So you think
and then it'll turn out like, it will say, oh, we've got a new Syphon Filter game called Killstrain.
I would love for there to be a new Syphon Filter game.
need a new Syphon Filter that's not on like Vita or PSP or whatever.
And it's not like a franchise that could be corrupt and ruined on the PS4. It's something that lost its way in the PS2 era and kind of survived on the PSP. So we're both guilty lovers of Syphon Filter. So I would love to see something to do with Syphon Filter. As long as they get the old Gabe Logan voice actor back as well, I'll be chuffed. So
what else? Well, there was this really good rumor that I was hoping for, but I kind of wasn't, and that was that Square Enix were finally going to unveil Final Fantasy VII remake.
Really? This was a rumor?
This was a rumor. But
isn't this a rumor every year though?
Every year, but seeing as they're not showing Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts, then I highly doubt that they're going to be working on Final Fantasy 7 again.
So I'm furious once again at Square Enix for just letting me down. They've been unreliable for so long, and it is upsetting. So, So the rumor is that they're not going to have stage demos at E3, but we could see trailers, right?
Well,
is that true?
They are there,
right?
Because I looked up at the exhibitors list on the E3 website, and it says Square Enix are there, so they're doing something there. I don't know what.
Unless they are doing the classic thing, like you said, keeping it a secret, but they're doing the worst job ever, because everyone knows they're going to be there.
I just need Final Fantasy 15 to come out this year, because it's been, 8-9 years we've been waiting for this. And
it's been a long, long time.
Still not out.
It's going to put Duke Nukem forever to shame, I'm sure of it. So, it's a bummer. I can't wait to see Final Fantasy 15, just because, like you say, Final Fantasy Versus 13 looks so good. But it looked so good in 2007, or whenever that first trailer came out. Maybe before 2007.
2006 or something.
Jesus. What are they doing?
I remember sitting on my computer.
Yeah.
I didn't go into school because I knew that they were announcing it, and it came up, and I was like, this is just the best thing I've ever seen.
And it looked beautiful for PS3. Yeah. And obviously it was all lies, so I'm sure it was beautiful for PS4 as well.
It's like there we go, we can talk about The Last Guardian.
Okay, let's talk about The Last Guardian.
Every year comes up. Yeah. Sony are like, no, it's not dead. It's coming out. They're still developing it. But I heard another rumour that apparently, I think it was IGN Russia.
Really?
They reported that The Last Guardian was cancelled. And I think that was yesterday or a couple of days ago.
Really?
They said, no, it's not coming out. They've cancelled it. But then Sony said again, no, it's still coming out.
Because last year they confirmed it as being on hiatus, which makes you worry a little bit.
They had lots of problems within Team Ico.
Exactly. So what are Team Ico doing right now? Does Team Ico even... First of all, does Team Ico exist as a company? I've not Googled them in a while.
They do.
They might even just say,
sure
we don't need her anymore.
They've just been sitting in their studio.
Twiddling their
thumbs. The game is done. People played the game years ago. Yeah.
Really?
I think it was 2012, 2011.
Right.
They played the game, and then it just vanished.
Yeah. And I know I'm so bad at remembering his name, but the director who left the company was a bit of a perfectionist. That was confirmed. So I know he left because he wasn't happy that it got rushed.
Yeah.
But it certainly hasn't been rushed now. So first of all, where is he now? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna. Well, it will do well. I don't think it'll do that well now.
No. And it's too late for me. I will buy The Last Guardian hands down day one because I have to. I've waited this long. But even I just don't think it's going to be what I want it to be. Or...
I don't think it'll be better than Shadow of the Colossus, though.
Or Ico. I'm an Ico fan. Yeah. I love Ico. So, we'll see. I just want it to be there, but I want it to be there because the world wants it to be there, I guess, and everyone wants it to be there. But if it isn't, then I don't think we'll ever see it ever again.
I think it'll be there.
You do?
I really.
Do you think it will be the last thing where they say, we just have one last thing to show?
I think they'd. No.
No?
I think they'd open with it if they're going to show it.
Really?
Because.
Well, I've got an idea. I think
know.
later, we seem to like Sony a lot. We can talk about Sony forever. We will do a brief, our prediction, what Sony are going to do today.
Okay.
And we could be famous for all time because we got everything right.
The most accurate predictions ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that later. We'll do that later. So, so you want to see predominantly a Syphon Filter game that isn't coming.
Yeah.
And the Last Guardian game that is also probably
not coming.
Yeah. I feel exactly the same as you. I'm looking forward to EA press conference, actually.
That would be really good.
Yes, because I'm dying to see Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to show Star Wars Battlefront, but I'd love to see it.
They've got to.
Also, this Visceral game, which is the one that everyone jumped ship from Uncharted.
Oh, what, the one where Amy Hennig is writing?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would love to see what that is.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that could be an amazing
Visceral
press
seem to
conference.
be doing quite a lot now. Well,
yeah.
They're doing Battlefield Hardline.
Yes, which I can't wait to see. You've spoiled yourself and seen the trailer, right?
Very good. Mm-hmm. It's nice to switch it up, but in a good way. It's not like it's gone into the like the future. Yeah. It's just changed ways, doing more of a police approach.
But are you going to have jets and like?
Yeah, you got
like, is this going to look convincing, or is it just a free for all? Just go with it.
Yeah, it's got like loads of game modes and stuff, like on the multiplayer. So it'll have one where you've just got to rescue hostages and stuff, I think. Okay. And then what was the other one? You got like car chases and stuff. You have to go chase the other team down in your car. But then in the trailers there was helicopters and stuff. So. There might have been planes. I can't remember, but there's got to be planes because it's still a battlefield game. Me it's like
SWATs versus militia, right? It sounds awesome, but I'm always like, well, how are the militia going to have jets and things?
Yeah, well, just
you know what? I shouldn't worry about continuity for Battlefield. Yeah. I'm sure I could just go with the flow and enjoy it and have a good time.
No, it looks really good. But they still haven't fixed their. Well, they will, but they haven't fixed their problems for Battlefield 4 yet.
So what happened there? Did you
just like online?
Really, it was just bad.
It's not good.
Because I've never been more excited about a Battlefield game. Obviously, I don't own a Battlefield game because I don't have a high-end PC or a next generation console at the moment. But Battlefield 4 looked amazing in the demos.
It did. The water physics.
Yeah.
That water. Yeah, that was a game seller.
Yes, the building falling into the water as well.
Yeah,
double trouble. So, yeah. So what? They've just had problems with
just online. I think it's because everyone rushes get their games now.
Yeah,
it's like every year you got to release a game.
Yes,
like Day one Assassin's Creed. Like every year.
Call of Duty. See some Assassin's Creed this year, I'm sure.
2 Assassin's Creed.
Year. Yeah.
Comet and Unity.
I wonder if Xbox gets one and Sony gets the other. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
That could happen.
Could happen.
And be very confusing. So.
Yeah. Very confusing.
But yeah. Also, what do you reckon? EA obviously own BioWare now. Do you think we'll see a Mass Effect teaser?
Yeah. Maybe? Yeah. We'll have a maybe more than a teaser. We might have a little CGI trailer kind of thing. That'd be nice. Yeah. Yeah. I think that'll happen.
Yeah. EA have really picked themselves up. They're really.
They're releasing. I don't know. I don't know if this is true. Yeah. Okay. It could be, but they're meant to be releasing Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 remastered for like the new next gen consoles.
Okay.
So if they're doing that, they gotta show something for Mass Effect 4, unless they just say, right, here's Mass Effect 1, like remastered, and then just show that or something. I don't know.
And it's a shame as well because I love the Mass Effect trilogy, but that doesn't appeal to me at all because I've been there and I've done them. Yeah. But there will be people that want to play catch up when they see Mass Effect 4.
Yeah.
And they're going to be interested. Like we know people that can't wait to play Metal Gear 5, and they know nothing of Metal Gear, which is crazy, really, in my opinion. But you know, if you sell a good trailer and you give a good demo, then people will come.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then, so do you want to go through and predict accurately the Sony press conference?
Right.
Me and you, let's get this right. Yeah?
Right. I'm picturing the stage now.
Okay. We're going to start with a montage?
We will start with a montage.
Okay.
Not to Queen.
Not to Queen this year.
It'll be, and it won't be dubstep.
What about, who else do they own on SingStar? Like, Take That?
It'll be, right, there we go.
Okay.
Most accurate prediction for E3.
Okay.
Sony will come out with Take That playing. And it will come out with Last Guardian.
You think we're going to see
No,
montage?
wait.
In the montage, we're going to see Last
It will
Guardian.
have a little clip in the montage.
You reckon? So people will say
And
the
it will
Last
come
Guardian
up.
is not dead.
It will do what they did with their like unveiling of the PS4 conference,
Right.
where they had like Crash Bandicoot and all that coming up on the screen.
Okay.
And they'll have all that.
Okay.
And then they'll go in, talk about statistics.
Absolutely.
And statistics.
Okay, so first of all, Jack Tretton, not there anymore.
Oh.
So who's going to step out? Andrew House? Are we predicting Andrew House or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Shuhei's not going to come out.
You don't think so?
No.
He'll come out to talk about the virtual reality.
Oh yeah,
goggles or-
Morpheus.
Morpheus, yeah.
He'll come out for that.
So, oh man, I hope we're right. And we'll splice through a video editing exactly that we're right.
Yeah.
You know, along with the press conference. So.
Yeah, so you'll do all of that, statistics, then
Andrew House comes out.
Andrew House comes out saying,
Yep.
hey guys, how you doing?
Yeah.
They'll talk about, I think they'll do PlayStation Vita first, just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
And
that will be done through a montage. They will just say, here's upcoming games on the PlayStation
and they
Vita.
might talk about the death of the PSP, because they've discontinued it now.
But surely it's all about winning. They can't accept that they lost.
They'll just say, no, they'll say, right, we've discontinued the PSP now.
Okay.
Here's like, if you've got a PSP, come trade it in
Oh,
for a discount on a Vita or something.
Okay.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll talk about Vita too much.
Okay. They want to get the bad stuff out of the way, so...
And I don't really think they'll talk about PS3 that much. I don't. If they
because
do
there
it
isn't
at all.
anything. Because last year there was a bunch of decent games coming out for PS3, and they did dedicate time to it. But I don't feel the same way.
But
No one's making for PS3, right?
Like the way I think of it is they're going to be focused more on PS4 because, I think because the Microsoft conference is just going to be Xbox One. I don't think they'll talk anything about the 360.
Okay.
They will just all be Xbox One games coming out. So that's a lot of games for like an hour-long conference or however long. So I think Sony will focus more on just PS4.
Okay.
And just have like tiny 5-minute segment for Vita.
Okay.
Or PS3 or whatever.
Okay. So my prediction is open with Uncharted 4. I can't see them opening with anything else, personally. But
I think they'll close with Uncharted 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, no. The Last Guardian they'll close with. They'll close with the surprise. And that will be The Last Guardian. I'm sure of it. So, I don't know. Okay, so Dan Snow comes out with... Andrew House, comes out with a montage with the PS Vita.
Yeah.
Christ, it's been a long time. PS Vita. We see Uncharted 4. We definitely see The Last Guardian. Are we going to see Crash Bandicoot remake? Yes, we are. Come on, we might as well be bold and outgoing.
No.
No?
No. I hope they have a new Crash Bandicoot, but I don't because
what if
could be ruined.
Mark Cerny's Crash Bandicoot.
If Mark Cerny does it, then yeah. Because apparently Knack was meant to be a Crash Bandicoot game, but then turned into Knack.
Okay.
And it's quite true because listening to the music in Knack, it kind of reminds me of Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll see the Order 1886. We'll see gameplay of that. Yeah. A good long demo of that.
That's been delayed.
Yep, like everything else. Great. Will we see Drive Club?
Yeah, we'll see Drive Club.
Just to say
not
that
not
we're still
excited for it. Looks
I think
looks
we'll see it
pretty.
in the montage, nothing else. That's my theory. Yeah, they won't bring them out with a demo.
Yeah, probably not.
Guerrilla Games.
Oh yeah, they're working on some RPG.
Okay, well, we'll see it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Maybe just a trailer. I don't know if we get gameplay. Or you might get like an in-game trailer or something.
Okay.
Just like in-game footage.
Okay.
Walking around doing RPG stuff.
Okay. My favourite, your favourite, Mr. David Cage.
Yep.
He's coming?
He'll be there.
He's at the E3 party?
Yeah.
Is it the
He's
same
got to
party?
be.
Okay.
Because there's a listing on Game, like the website Game. The Dark Sorcerer is a game, like an actual game. You know, he did the little tech demo.
Yes.
Apparently, wants to make a comedy-based game.
How he's going to do that, I don't know.
Because I think he said it last year. He said there's not many funny games out there.
Yeah, but
like,
he's
you got
French. No disrespect. But come on.
Well, you got like South Park and
Sure.
Stick It to the Man was quite funny.
I like the writing of Stick to the Man a lot.
Yeah.
I thought that game was really cool. I didn't see much of it, but I was really impressed by it.
Quite good.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently that's a game.
So David Cage is coming out with The Last Sorcerer, the video
Dark
game.
Sorcerer.
The Last
Guardian,
the last Guardian
Sorcerer.
the last. We'll never see The Last Sorcerer. Everyone will be like, where's The Last Sorcerer?
The Last Sorcerer of the Guardians.
The Dark Sorcerer.
Yeah.
The video game.
Yeah.
By David Cage.
Yeah. We'll see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I don't know what else. What else would they have?
Who else do they own? I'm trying to think of other big names.
Oh yeah, Media Molecule apparently not there.
Which
I
is a
don't
shame.
trust that though.
I think that's a surprise.
Yeah, unless they're saving it for Gamescom because that's a Europe convention and Sony sells better in Europe. So
Yeah.
unless they're saving it for that.
Yeah.
Then, but I think they'll be there. I think they're lying. Everyone lies.
I know.
I've said this
I
before.
know. So is David Jaffe going to turn up in an ice cream?
In an ice cream van and say
that gonna happen?
another Twisted Metal's coming
Yeah,
out.
I would love to see that happen. Maybe not another Twisted Metal, but
Yeah.
bring on David Jaffe. He's always a nice
Yeah.
addition to the Sony roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wasn't he in PlayStation All Stars?
Yeah.
What about Xbox? Not any predictions, because. But do you think they'll deliver compared to last year? Because whilst I do think they delivered, they fell short.
I think they'll have a better conference than Sony.
Really?
Because just for the fact that they don't talk about statistics, they don't have a handheld console. Mm-hmm. It's Microsoft. They did this with the first Xbox. When the 360 came out.
Yeah.
They didn't talk anything about the original Xbox. So this is what they'll do. They'll talk about Xbox One. Yeah. Won't talk about the 360. And then they'll just show loads of games because their conference is called Game On this year.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. So they're not going to talk about, if they talk about fucking apps.
Okay.
And apps.
Pizza
and
apps.
Yeah. So you can order pizza from your console now and get it delivered whilst you're watching a film and talking on Skype.
Okay.
No.
You don't want that.
No.
I don't want that.
They're going to talk about games.
I agree, actually. I think Xbox put on a fantastic conference when it comes to games per minute. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and I guarantee you, it's either they'll open with Halo or they'll open with Call of Duty.
So they usually open with Call of Duty, right? Yeah. That's what they do. So I could see that. I could see opening with Call of Duty, closing with Halo.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I think they'll close with Halo, and then they'll also talk about the TV series that Spielberg. He's producing it or something.
Yeah,
is he just producing it?
I think so.
Yeah, that will happen. That's what will happen. And then Steven Spielberg will come out on stage and be like, "Hey guys,
he made Halo. That game. I can't remember the stacking game where you knock things down.
No.
I can't remember what it's called. But do you remember that one? It was the Xbox exclusive game.
No.
Lots of like dominoes and stuff got knocked down.
No.
By Steven Spielberg.
No.
Forget it. It was a good game apparently. I never played it. No. But, he'll come out with a sequel to that.
Yeah. Let us know what that game is.
Please do. What about independent games or indie games, let's call them? Xbox is going to try and compete with Sony because Sony came out guns blazing last year with independent games.
going back to Sony, they'll have a whole segment on indie
Yeah.
games.
Are we going to see
Again.
Abe's Odyssey again?
Yes.
Okay. Hotline Miami 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to see that on Thursday.
Okay. So we could see them on
Forgot
stage,
what
maybe?
time it is. Yeah, they could just have a little. You know what I did last year when I showed like
Yes.
Outlast and
Very clever, very clever.
all
It
the
got a
other
lot
ones.
of games covered in a little time, which
Yeah,
is
they're all
amazing
like-
for Sony.
They lined them all together at the end,
Yeah.
saying this is coming out, this is coming out. Yeah, they'll do that.
I hope so.
Hotline Miami is like a good seller as well, so.
Yeah, the reputation that
show
game
that.
got should
Yeah.
be just fine. So.
But I don't think Microsoft will bother with the indie games.
No,
Cause they're, I was going to say they're evil. They're evil looking.
we love them all, right?
Yeah, we love them
Right?
all, but
Right. Okay.
if you saw someone from Microsoft, you just know they're from Microsoft because
They have a
come on
smiley-
stage with that big, massive Cheshire cat grin,
And they've always got padded shoulders, which are padded
Always.
with money.
and everyone wears blazers.
They do.
Even if they're
They
wearing
do.
a casual top,
Yeah.
they will wear a blazer with
Yeah.
it.
Maybe some jeans under the instead of suit trousers,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds like Microsoft to me.
yeah. Not
Yeah.
that we're hating on Microsoft. That's
No,
just
no,
how
I'm
it is.
I'm looking forward to them kicking it off.
Yeah,
I,
they're gonna
honestly,
have the
I think
better
they do a
conference.
brilliant conference. Yeah, they should be incredible. So,
Yeah.
what about for Sony? Deep Down? Gonna see Deep Down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Actually, no. It might have like a teaser again. I didn't really like the trailer beforehand, like last year.
What is Deep Down?
I
by the
don't-
way? Do you know what
Well,
I mean?
I've heard like it's gonna be free to play. Like that's another
Really?
rumor, but it's not. They're selling it a game. Well,
Yeah.
they've put a listing up saying like pre-order it or whatever.
Really?
I don't know if it's a pre-order or if it's just putting it up there, but
Yeah.
like some other source said it was free to play.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I doubt that's true.
We shall
'Cause
see.
it's Capcom. They'll want. They need
It's-
money.
It is interesting because you've seen a lot of fighting games as well at the moment as
Yeah.
free to play, and I don't think Capcom, because they do Street Fighter, so I don't think they're in on it. But you've seen that from Namco Bandai and
Yeah.
Tekken and Soul Calibur, so maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, only time will
Yeah.
tell.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see more of it. And have you heard about this Project Beast?
Oh, Project Beast.
Yeah,
The
so this is what
spiritual
everyone's getting-
successor to Demon Souls.
Yes, everyone's getting really excited about it because he has a gun apparently.
Yeah.
You heard
Oh
that?
yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
saying that it could be, yeah, which is cool. I like Demon Souls. I like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I like them both. They're both really similar. I think Demon Souls is better in some ways, and I think
Yeah.
Dark Souls is better in other ways.
But this one
so,
it looks more fast paced. This one.
yeah.
Oh, I saw the trailer and
Mm-hmm.
this looks very hack and slash like,
Mm.
rather than Dark Souls where you gotta kind of be more
Methodical and
yeah.
slow.
Gotta like defend, step away.
So
then
like
have
Devil
a-
May Cry, you're talking.
Yeah,
right?
it's like not quite that,
Okay.
but yeah, more
Somewhere
Devil
in
May
between.
Cry than Dark Souls.
Okay. Interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing what it is.
Yeah,
And
no,
knowing
it
what it is.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. But I'm just so excited. And it's 1:30 now here.
1:31.
So how long we got? We're going to watch some hype build up on certain websites,
Yeah, about
right?
4:30.
So 3 hours time.
It
we
will
will be-
begin.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited.
Start our barbecue.
Yeah, yeah. And then we'll report back, I guess, right?
Yeah.
What do you
we'll have
reckon?
Another one.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
that.
We'll just do them as many as we can and
Yeah.
our reactions and stuff. Maybe we won't get them done this week, but we'll try.
Yeah, we'll let you know
Exactly.
what we thought of E3 at some point.
Yeah. And please don't disappoint me, E3. But
Yeah, I always get that. I always get like, I mean, I got up so early today because I was so excited for E3, going out getting the beer, getting our food, and then I had that thought that I have every year, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a disappointment.
yeah, exactly. E3 is always a disappointment.
Yeah.
Last year, not so much. Last
Yeah.
year was exciting, but even like the Sony conference had like the price and the value, but not the games, and the Xbox One had the games, but not the price and the value
Yeah.
and things, and yeah, and they were all first, what do you call it, like release date stuff for the consoles. If you know, day one.
That was just waiting.
Exactly. So you know they're going to not cut corners, but remember like what Resistance 1 looked like, and then remember Resistance 3, and there's things like that that make me really excited that we're going to have something that looks amazing. I'm blown away by the infamous Second Son game. So if anything looks remotely like that, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And only time will tell.
But I mean, Sony's got to have some games coming out this year, like AAA games, because we don't know what like half their studios are doing.
I know.
So they've got to come out this year because they've been pushing back all of them games, and if like the Order will come out, everyone's going to buy that.
Yes.
And that'll come out, just say February, March next year or whatever. The game that they were planning on having coming out then will have to get pushed back, otherwise it won't sell as good.
Yes.
So they've got to have games that were coming out in fall this year come out then, like these new games you don't know what they are. They got to have them coming out, and they've got to be exclusive titles.
And that's where I'm really excited this year, because I hope that's true.
Yeah.
So do you remember like 2 years ago, everyone got excited about Watch Dogs because no one had heard of it until E3.
Yeah.
And it was announced and it looked great and it looked fresh and exciting. And I hope it's the same. I hope people, and I get the impression they have learnt from that.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see just almost like spoiler-free E3 this year. Just games that you've never heard of, new IP, original stuff.
Yeah.
That's the dream for me.
And you definitely have that with Ubisoft. They'll definitely show a game that's never been seen, no one's heard of.
Oh, I really hope they do.
They always do that.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yes. And talking of Ubisoft, you're excited about Far Cry 4?
Far Cry 4, yeah.
Yeah.
That had a lot of controversy over the image that they showed.
What was the image?
You know, there was that guy in the pink suit.
I saw that.
And then there was like the Himalayan man with a grenade in his hands, and the guy in the suit had his hand on his head.
Oh, really?
And everyone, well, not everyone, a lot of people saw it as racist.
Oh, really?
And then they put out a press release saying, the guy's not even white. Don't worry about it. The guy in the suit's not white. Don't worry, it's not racist. But yeah.
Is he white though, Craig?
He's not white. He looks white because his suit is pink, so it complements the skin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the most manliest answer I will give you.
It was a good answer though. You've completely summed up everything.
But he's more like Asian.
Okay.
Like the man who's holding the grenade.
Yeah.
They're both Asian.
Yeah. And I would never have considered it racist either.
I just
this guy's
thought,
really evil.
Yeah. It's like what's his name? Vast.
Yes.
Yeah. Vast.
Yeah.
Like him on the front cover. He's got like hanging bodies.
Yeah.
Like a head in the sand.
Yes.
Like,
white guy head in the sand.
Yeah, white guy head in the sand.
So
this guy's like Hispanic-y kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't.
And you don't. I didn't say, oh, that's racist. I just thought this guy's mental.
You just can't win. Is the answer to
there's
this.
always going to be someone who doesn't agree with you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the makers of Far Cry 4 aren't racist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like when you think about it long and hard, I'm sure they didn't.
And then it turns out they all are.
Yeah. They just come out with slander and spitting at the audience.
Yeah.
Like
Can I go get another beer?
You can. You can.
Alright, I'll be.
You got through so many beers already.
3 beers.
I have the time of how long we've been doing this podcast, and we haven't even done 45 minutes.
Oh,
Did you know that?
God.
And you've got through so many beers.
Would you like another beer?
Go on then. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. And when Craig returns, we're going to do something I've just invented, which I'm really excited about because I'm silly, called Top 10 Time Triple T. Where hello. Very nice. Oh, thank you.
There we go.
Okay. Right. So Craig, I've invented something amazing.
Really?
Yes. Called Top 10 Time.
Right.
Triple T.
Triple T.
We'll call it Triple T from now on if you're okay with that.
Triple T.
Okay. So Top 10 Time or Triple T. It's basically, I've been looking around and I've been finding top 10s and countdowns and stuff because I love top 10. Everyone loves the top 10.
Yep.
Because it makes you angry when something you love isn't in a top 10.
Yep.
And it makes you feel great when something you love is in a top 10.
Yep.
You know, everyone loves the top 10. Who doesn't? So I was just going through websites, and on Google you can choose most recent posts and stuff, which I only just discovered, and I'm on the way. So we're going to do top 10 time, and basically we're going to discuss some games that made it into someone's top 10.
Am I going to be happy with this?
I don't know. So because this is the very first Triple T, I've been quite generous with the predictions, I guess, that someone's done.
Okay.
But I can't wait to make this a thing. Maybe not every podcast, but we'll try and do it as much as we can.
Okay.
Because I've seen some really bad top 10s.
Yeah.
You know, when you think, some people will do like top 10 wine drinking scenes in video games. And you think, well, you only know 10 wine drinking scenes in a game.
There's only 10.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not really a top 10. You've just put them in order.
Yeah.
You see that a lot, and it does make it hard to find a really good top 10 these days, which I was really surprised at, especially when it comes to top 10 scariest games, top 10 goriest games, top 10 games that will make you jump, top 10 controversial games. It's a sea out there, and some people like to be generous and obvious with their answers because they don't want to cause offence, you know.
Yeah.
But some people love to be different.
Yes.
And they're the interesting ones. But we're not doing anything crazy today. I got 2 top 10s. I want you to pick one.
Right.
Okay. So let's go through them. So I have the top 10 scariest video games of all time, according to AskMen.com. Okay. That's one of your options. That's one of your options. I know you like a good scary game.
I do.
The other option is the top 10. Oh, and this is on a website called thetop10s.com, which I've just discovered, and I kind of appreciate, because how it works is someone will post a lot of links. So they'll list, if it was the scariest games of all time, they'll list about 20, 30 games that they think are scary, and then it's up to people that visit the website to vote for them. So technically, it's democracy in action.
This is democracy.
When it comes to top 10s. There's no crazy opinions, it's just purely what the people have decided. It does lead to some really controversial stuff, which we won't do today, but it's a really good website for fun of top 10s. So, would you prefer AskMen.com's top 10 scariest video games of all time, top 10 video game scary things of all time, sorry, or I forgot to write it down, but it's the top 10 greatest video game villains of all time, according to thetop10s.com.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, it really is. I've got better ones coming, trust me.
Let's go for the scariest.
The scariest. Okay, according to AskMen.
Ask men.
You ask men what they say?
I will ask the men.
Okay, and I will send a link to the top 10s as well that we use, so you can discover them for yourselves. Okay, so I have 10 games that, according to men, they find terrifying.
Right.
Can you name any of them? And I will tell you if you're
Would it be like Slender?
It's nothing
Is there,
scary.
Is there no indie games on it, or?
No. It's all pretty cliche,
It's
pretty
just like
big budget.
It's just like Silent Hills, and
There is a Silent Hill.
is it? It's not Silent Hill Downpour, is it?
It's probably worse than Silent Hill Downpour.
Homecoming.
Yes, congratulations.
Oh
number 5.
my god.
According to men,
That's not even scary.
Silent Hill. You should see some of the other stuff that's on this list. It's fascinating.
It's not like Bioshock Infinite, is it? Is there a Bioshock?
There's a Bioshock on.
Is it Bioshock 1?
Bioshock 1 has made it in at number.
That's a good game.
It's a good game.
It's
the scariest game of all time.
No, it's creepy.
Is it the number 8 scariest game of all time?
No.
Okay, but
Probably top
according to
50,
men,
maybe.
well, you're a man, Craig.
Yeah.
No? Now go on.
What else?
Anything else you can think of?
Ooh. And these are all big games.
I'd say
Is Resident Evil in there?
A Resident Evil made it
It's
in at
not.
number
It's
2.
not. It's not number 5, is it?
It's not 5.
Is it 4?
It's 4. At number 2, Resident Evil 4 made it in.
That's the second scariest game of all time. That's when it went less survival horror.
Yeah. Hey, there were some really good moments in that. I mean, in fact, to be fair to this top 10 list, it did say reasons why it's scary, and Resident Evil 4 had something to do with the sisters, the two chainsaw wielding sisters that come at you at once.
That's just one scene.
But it's very scary. It's very scary. So there's no Outlast and Slender or Daylight, Craig. I know how much.
Daylight. That is the number one scariest game of all time.
Okay.
Just read them off. I don't know.
Okay, so in reverse order as well.
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh at the number 10 spot. Number 10 is Call of Duty World at War Zombie Mode.
What?
So
no.
I don't know when this list was written. So part of me is like,
how is that scary?
What games were out?
Get when you're like round 80. Just say that.
Okay.
I've got past round 80, by the way. If you get to that round, then they're all running at you and they don't die.
Weren't you the best at Call of Duty
Yeah,
World at War in the world?
Yeah, I was at the top of the leaderboards.
What was your clan name?
I didn't have a clan. I had people who played it with me.
Oh, okay.
But we didn't have a proper clan.
Can you remember any names you can shout out?
We got Cashing Out.
Cashing Out. Yeah.
And that's about it.
What was your name?
Mine was L33T999.
There's people out there that are like, that man. I hate that man.
I hate that guy. Yeah, we got to the top just because we were exploiting the glitch, but we were good.
Okay. And you survived.
Yeah,
the 10th scariest.
We got to around 900 or something.
Really?
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Most of it we just left it on all night and then just waited because the zombies would die after a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Yeah. I love glitches.
So we weren't the best. I'm sure there's people who are actually good, but we cheated.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You were the best.
But we were on the top of the leaderboard at one point.
Were you very frightened?
No.
That's a shame. Okay. Number 9 is a good number 9. And it's Condemned Criminal Origins.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. I'm happy it made the list. I think it should be lower in comparison to everything else.
It's those weird golem-y people.
Yeah.
Like,
That game
and the
was...
homeless guys, jumping through windows at you.
The whole game just made you jump.
Yeah.
So much.
That was a scary game.
That's the one you always see as well in top 10s.
I'm sorry.
You jump. Go on.
Clive Barker's Jericho isn't in that, is it?
No.
Thank God for that. Because that was awful.
No, according to this, whoever wrote this top 10, Clive Barker's Jericho wasn't scary enough to make it into.
Yeah.
Yes, there's 10 games scarier than that made it in. Yes. Number 8 you mentioned, which was BioShock.
Yeah.
Number 7 shouldn't be in here, in my opinion. And that's Dead Rising.
Yeah, that's not scary.
It's not scary.
That's
it's fun.
More fun.
Yeah. It's like saying Dawn of the Dead is one of the scariest.
Customizing your weapon and killing stuff.
Yeah. It's harmless fun.
Is this Dead Rising 1? Or?
Yes.
Oh, that was just a fun game.
I believe in the article it had a picture of the evil clown with the dual chainsaws.
Oh, yeah.
And he's creepy, but
there's like so many clowns in that game.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It's one scene.
It's like if that was the only clown in the game, that would have been a scary thing.
Or the entire game was clowns.
Yeah, everything is a clown.
It wasn't called Dead Rising, it was called Clown House. That would be
Clown House.
Clown Mall. That would be terrifying. Number 6, not bad. I can appreciate it. Doom 3.
Yep.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
I think it had jump scares and stuff.
It was very predictable,
Mm-hmm.
but the one scene that got me was when I was you go into one of the bathrooms,
Okay.
and then you don't have to. It's just you always, if you go into a bathroom in the game, you always look in the mirror to see if your character's got a reflection.
Yes.
Don't you?
It's a staple.
Everyone does it.
Yeah.
You do it. I know you do it. And then I just looked into the mirror, and then this thing, like this monstery thing, just jumps out behind you.
That's amazing.
I shit myself.
So you see the reflection of the monster in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's the bit that's so it doesn't come through the mirror like a two-way mirror in Resi 2 style. It's behind you.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But it's not there. It would just it'll be in the mirror and you look around and it's not there.
Oh.
But that's
so
what
you just hallucinate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Actually, I don't know. I think he comes out of the toilet at some point.
Really?
Maybe. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while myself. Yeah. Silent Hill Homecoming number 5.
Nope.
We talked about.
That's not scary.
That
at
was
all.
the one that went down the Resi 4 path as well.
It was such a bad game. Why is Silent Hill 2 not in this?
Yeah, if I had to name a Silent Hill, I think Silent Hill 1's really scary.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
terrifying. But 2 is like such a good game.
And these all seem to be like PS3, Xbox 360 games. So maybe I'm not giving this guy credit. Maybe his top 10 was top 10 scariest games
on the PS3 era, kind of, and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could give him that credit. We'll give him that credit.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4, Fear 2 Project Origin.
Yeah, I like Fear.
Yeah, it's got its moments.
Yeah,
it
can be scary. It's got a creepy little girl. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Always scary.
Yeah, we're happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheap jump scares, still scary.
Okay, number 3, Left 4 Dead.
That's not scary. The Witches are kind of scary.
Which is, they said, scariest moment, The Witch. So.
Yeah, no,
No,
it's still not in the top 10, but The Witches are pretty terrifying. Especially if there's more than one witch, like when there's like 4 witches in an area. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. But again, Left 4 Dead feels like kind of Call of Duty World of War. It's just fun. It's being outnumbered.
Fast-paced, running around, shooting zombies.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Dead Rising as well. Just kooky fun. Okay, number 2, Resident Evil 4, which we have discussed.
Yep.
I love it. You love it secretly.
No.
You didn't love it?
I think that was the... No, it's like just before Resident Evil went down the pan.
Okay.
So it was alright, but
I agree
that's when it took a turn for the worse.
And
but it's not a bad game.
It's the best one. Ever. Is it scary? It's pretty scary, but it's not...
Has its moments.
It's not the second scariest game of all time.
Resi 1, like...
That's pretty scary. Some really good
Resi 3, people find that scary.
Resi 3?
Yeah, and that's
really
not scary.
Man,
that's Nemesis, isn't it?
He's scary because he...
That's because you can't kill him and he's like running around after.
And also, like, going through doors was not a safe haven anymore, like, because he would break through the doors. That was a really cool concept. But also that did happen in Resi 2 if you got to the Mr. X's in your playthroughs and stuff. So... Yeah, I think Resident Evil 3 gets too much credit.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 did most of that before. So, okay. Do you want to know scariest game of all time?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Go on then.
Dead Space 1. How's that make you feel? I think it's not a bad choice. It's
out of the whole Dead Space series, that is the scariest game.
Absolutely. So
but
scariest of 3.
Not the scariest game of all time, but... Like when you start a game and you go into the elevator and the necromorph like busts through, I was pretty scared. And it is quite scary.
It's an incredibly lonely, sad, scary game. You are 100% alone.
That could be in the top 10, but not number 1. Maybe number 9 or 10.
Agreed. So if you could improve on this list, name off a couple of games that you think
Outlast.
Yeah, that was really scary.
That's really scary.
Slender, you going to put that in there?
Slender, that scares everyone.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, you have no soul. And that's just so simple, that game. But that wouldn't be my number 1. I don't know what my number 1 would be.
You need more time to think about this, don't you?
I will write my own top 10 list for the next time.
Yes. Yeah, we should do this again sometime. We'll have to come back. But there's amazing top 10s out there. Like, I'm looking forward to asking Dan and Matt some.
Yeah.
Like, I look forward to asking Dan. I found a top 10 Sonic games of all time.
He would love that.
The funniest one, which I will do eventually with you guys, is the top 10 Naughty Dog games. Considering I can only name about 10, it's a pretty funny list.
Yeah.
But it's just trying to get it in the right order. So. But yeah, we'll do plenty more of these top 10s.
That was fun.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad Triple T, which now it is. Triple T.
Trademarked.
That's 4 T's.
That's 4 T's.
Triple T.
Anyway. Drink.
Oh! My beer just spilled. That was why we got excited. Anyway, I'm rambling now, and so I think we can call it a day and enjoy E3.
Yeah, enjoy E3.
I hope you
everyone.
enjoy E3 too.
Yeah.
So,
Right, and if you enjoyed this, if you'd like to subscribe to us or like this video or anything, leave a comment. That'll be good. Yeah.
We are everywhere as well. We are on YouTube. We're on Ustream, Twitch,
Blogger.
we get around.
We're everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll find us.
Exactly. And thank God that you did, because you needed us in your lives. So
Every second of your
Every
life,
second,
we will
yeah.
consume you.
yeah, we're always here doing our thing.
Watching.
Yeah. But enough about that. Yeah, we can call it a day, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
That was
And,
episode number 1.
yeah, we'll have to go through it and hope it wasn't shit. But
It was fine.
yeah, I think we were fun.
Yeah.
I could do this more often. And we've just pushed the 1 hour mark, which is not bad.
Very good.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm Chris, and I will see you soon.
And I'm Craig, and I will see you soon.
Thank you very much, and enjoy E3.
Enjoy.